team breathwork session, which is a ritual we've done for every fight. We basically charge up with our breath, and it's like a deep, long meditation. The first session I ever did, it's so powerful. I started crying, I started laughing.
And we're using a breathwork technique to go into a non-ordinary state.
It just brings up so many emotions, so many thoughts. Maybe there's some weird spiritual higher powers controlling this career.
When the Bible says that nothing is given to a man unless it is given to him from above, know that that's the truth. And the fact that Jake is conscious that it's spirits he's inviting him, guiding him, and making him successful is scary, bro. Like, I'm sure he doesn't believe they're evil spirits and that it's demons helping him and guiding him, but needless to say, this isn't good, and I hope that he figures out the true nature of these spirits.
On the internet, the so-called Jake Paul curse. After Anthony Joshua's recent car accident news, some fans started pointing out a strange pattern involving fighters who faced Jake Paul. Nate Robinson disappeared from the spotlight after their fight. Then Askren dealt with serious health problems later on. Tyron Woodley struggled financially after his run in boxing. Tommy Fury's life and career went in a totally different direction after their bout. And Ryan Berlin stepped away from the sport not too long after. Even Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. had major issues outside the ring following his appearance on the card. Now with Joshua being involved in a car crash, fans are calling it another example of the curse.
Okay, stop what you're doing because this story is wild. Anthony Joshua, yes, that Anthony Joshua, boxing legend, global superstar, has allegedly survived a horrific car crash in Nigeria, and the timing has the internet completely spiraling because, get this, the crash happened just days after he fought Jake Paul. And if you've been online at all, you already know what people are whispering right now. They're calling it the Jake Paul curse. And baby, the pattern is getting uncomfortable. Now let's rewind for a second. On December 19th, Anthony Joshua stepped into the ring with Jake Paul in a fight that pulled in over 33 million viewers worldwide. Jake went into that fight thinking it would be another easy payday, another Mike Tyson situation. But instead, Anthony Joshua had Jake Paul begging for mercy. Hands down, chin exposed, one clean right hand, and you could literally see the realization hit Jake's face like, oh, this is not going how I planned. Jake even joked afterward, telling people, hey guys, I'm okay. Just pray for me. Yeah, remember that line, because less than 10 days later, everything changed. After the fight, Anthony flew to Nigeria to spend time with family and celebrate the win. According to reports, on December 29th, around 11 a.m., Anthony and several friends were traveling along the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway in Ogun State when disaster struck. A violent car crash. Anthony Joshua reportedly survived with bruises and injuries, but two of his close friends did not. Sinagami and Latif Adel were killed in the accident. And what's haunting people the most? Just hours before the crash, they were all smiling, laughing, posting on Instagram, living life. Then suddenly, tragedy. Videos began circulating online showing the aftermath, with locals rushing to help Anthony while his friends lay lifeless on the road. It was traumatic, shocking, devastating, and almost immediately, the internet started connecting dots. Because for many fans, this wasn't just a tragic accident. It was another chapter in the so-called Jake Paul curse. Now, before anyone jumps to conclusions, nobody is saying Jake Paul caused this. These are grown men, real life, real choices. But when you line everything up, the pattern makes people uncomfortable. Let's break it down. Nate Robinson, he fought Jake Paul in November 2020. Jake knocked him out cold in round 2, and that clip went viral forever. Since then, Nate's boxing dreams vanished. His public image collapsed, and his long-term kidney disease worsened, leading to serious health struggles that played out very publicly. He went from NBA star to the guy Jake Paul knocked out. Then came Ben Askren. They fought in April 2021. Jake won by TKO in round 1. After that, Ben suffered a sudden, severe infection that led to pneumonia. He was placed in a medically induced coma for 45 days. He reportedly clinically died multiple times, lost over 50 pounds, and eventually needed a double lung transplant just to survive. Doctors said he was lucky to be alive. Next up, Tyron Woodley. They fought twice in 2021. After losing to Jake, Woodley later admitted he blew through millions of dollars, spent recklessly, and ended up facing serious financial trouble, even filing for bankruptcy. His own words, then there's Tommy Fury. He fought Jake in February 2023 and technically won. But afterward, reports claim his personal life unraveled, marriage ended, career stalled, And the internet hasn't stopped clowning him ever since. Then came Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. He fought Jake in June. After that loss, he was reportedly arrested by ICE in July 2025 and deported to Mexico in August over alleged legal issues. Career gone, reputation in shambles, and now Anthony Joshua, a fatal car crash, 2 friends dead, less than 2 weeks after fighting Jake Paul. People even started pulling up older examples. Mike Tyson nearly dying before his scheduled fight. Massive blood loss, hospitalized for weeks. Another fighter quitting boxing altogether and becoming a plumber. At this point, fans aren't saying it's magic, they're saying it's statistically eerie. Even Jake Paul himself seemed to feel the heat. He posted condolences online saying, "Life is much more important than boxing. I am praying for the lives lost. My thoughts and prayers are with their families and with AJ." But online, people aren't convinced. Comments flooded in saying things like, "I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but this pattern is insane. Every person who fights Jake Paul faces disaster. This doesn't even sound crazy anymore." And again, nobody is saying Jake Paul is responsible. But when health collapses, financial ruin, arrests, career endings, and now a deadly car crash keep showing up after fights with the same person, people are going to ask questions. So now I want to hear from you. Do you think this is just coincidence? Or do you believe there's something seriously off about what happens to fighters after stepping into the ring with Jake Paul? Drop your thoughts in the comments and trust me, this story is far from over. I'll see you in the next video.